Hi, I'm going to do a demo about how I trim the feet on bowls. So this is one of the berry bowls that I make, and you can see it's got a really deep foot. It's where the water comes out of. It's also where you can hold on to it really nicely. And I wanted to show you how I get that. So here's one that it's a little hard to see in the light, but this is just dried clay, and I've already trimmed the foot on it. But this is actually what it looks like when I'm finished throwing it. So it's just a bowl with a really, really heavy bunch of clay at the bottom. So I normally don't leave this much clay at the bottom, but I want a really tall foot so there's room for water. And so I'm going to show you how I trim that. Okay, so I put it in the center of the wheel, and this one it's already pretty centered. And so I usually start by just making sure that I'm beginning with a really centered circle. So anything extra that's here, I just get rid of, and that way that circle at the top is really nice and centered. So what I do, I'm going to trim away both the outside and then the inside. Here I'm going in a little bit at a time, and I have a pretty good idea how thick the bowl is, although I have certainly trimmed right through the bottom of bowls before. Hopefully not during the demo. So usually I have to guess where I am with the thickness. I cheat a little bit with the berry bowls because I'm going to poke a hole in it anyway. So I'm able to go ahead and do that, and I can already tell that this is still too thick. Sometimes I can't get that out. And so it's a little bit cheating, but what I know is that I can go a little bit farther. I happen to know that the sides of this, I don't want to go too much thinner on those. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper, which is good because I don't think the feet were tall enough. What I'm left with, when I carefully peel those up, is a base that is about as thick as the walls. Pretty close. And it's got one big foot. And so the first thing that I do is cut out the holes. And I'll smooth these over a little bit later. And so now it's got those feet. And then I poke the holes, and I'll speed it up. It's a pattern that I do all the time. Just get one of those out. So each of these holes has to get smoothed out because anything that's a sharp edge, once it's fired and glazed, is going to be essentially razor sharp. So there it is. I've got some berry bowls coming up next.